Welcome back, dear friends, to Taslima Maya Art. I'm Taz. It's wonderful to have you here. Today I'll be creating some beautifully stunning Islamic calligraphy resin bookmarks for you using vinyl and regular stickers. Don't forget, you can join me on Patreon for exclusive content or one-to-one support on your own creative journey. A big thank you goes out to all my subscribers, viewers and Patreon members, including Laurie Shaw, Let's Pour with Patty and BCC Arts. Thank you for your support. So, why wait? Let's get started on creating these beautiful resin bookmarks. Remember, you can get a 15% discount with Resiners using the code Taslima Maya Art. Or of course you can use the referral link down in the description box below. So, for this project, things you will need: epoxy resin, bookmark molds, stir sticks, mixing cups, some crushed glass or some gold leaf, alcohol inks or resin pigments, some gold or silver vinyl stickers, a respirator and gloves, and a heat gun or isopropyl alcohol. Please take all safety precautions when using resin of any kind. Make sure you have nitrile gloves, ventilation or an air purifier, as well as a functional respirator. In this video I'll be using Resiners PurAir air purifier, Airless Vacuum machine and the dual head mixer too. And because you can't hear me, I'm going to be putting on some voiceover over the top, and there'll be the Resiners filter machine going off as well, so I'm just going to turn that on, and that's going to make a bit of a noise with the fan. There we go. If you're a budding resin crafter and you're interested in any of the products that you see on my channel, you'll find reviews for these products as well, so have a look for those, and they'll be under the playlist for product reviews. And you can also purchase them using my discount code, which gives you 15% off with resiners.com. So it's time to get your cups and start mixing your resin up. I'm currently using the JDiction brand, and this is a 1-to-1 part resin, so it's 1 part resin to 1 part hardener, and I'm mixing that up roughly about 5 ounces I think in this cup, because I've got a number of different projects on the go, and I'm going to mix that using my Resiners dual head mixer and then pop it into the vacuum machine afterwards to get rid of all the little bubbles that accumulate, and then I'll be able to use it. Here what you see is a device, it's called the dual head mixer from Resiners, and you can get a discount on the upgraded version of this with the silicone paddles. If you look in the description box below, use my code Taslima Maya Art. Now this is so useful, honestly, really saves your wrists and saves your time. I actually put it on for, I think it was 3 to 5 minutes for this particular resin, and I left the room and I came back. I took my respirator off in the other room. I'm just setting my timer there, and I came back and it was so easy really just to have it all mixed for you. And you can go at different speeds with this, as you can see. This really helps make the whole resin creation process so much more slicker and quicker and easier for you. And I'm just lifting up the top of this machine and you can see it drip down. Here you can see me just wiping down my paddles, get the excess resin off, and I let it drip for a while. And my resin is pretty much mixed. I will scrape off the sides to make sure it's fully incorporated, and that's done. My resin is ready. I will pop it into my Airless bubble machine just to get rid of any excess bubbles that were in there. Now if you're using epoxy resin or any kind of resin, please make sure that you're working in a well ventilated space and protect your workspace with a silicone mat or parchment paper, and make sure you're using PPE. Now as you can see, I'm just placing my cup of mixed up resin with the tiny micro bubbles into my Resiners Airless Vacuum chamber there, and I leave it in there for about 7 to 9 minutes. And I will let all those bubbles come to the top and disperse, and wherever is left over I then simply spray with isopropyl alcohol, which gets rid of the surface bubbles if there are any left, of course. And look how clear it is, crystal clear. I'm super happy with that vacuum chamber, really nice. Just quick spray and the rest of the bubbles are gone on the surface. Just look at how crystal clear you can get your resin, and those surface bubbles pop instantly. I'm just going to separate some of my resin into little plastic cups, and I'm going to add some pigment to this. So I'm adding Arteza's Bubble Bath, lovely gorgeous pink pigment. I only need a little bit of it, and I stir that up very quickly. In my next batch of resin, I'm going to add Arteza's beautiful lavender mica powder, and you can get these colours, these pigments in a big set. And I'm just going to mix that in, and I'm ready to pour into my bookmark molds. I'm doing a dual colour design, and I'm going to add a little bit of gold leaf in the middle where the two colours join. I'm just trying to make it look a little bit more organic, really, by mixing right in the middle a little bit. And look at these colours, aren't they absolutely stunning together? And the great thing about it is as the resin is drying, you can add some patterns with your dotting tool or cocktail stick. And I'm pushing the resin right into the corners to try and avoid having any gaps or any areas where the bubbles or air can get trapped. And they're dry overnight, and the next day I'm adding a little bit of resin in the middle there so I can add my gold leaf, which has been shredded. I'm adding it here, and it's very easy little project to do, and it looks stunning when it's finished. I did not fill up my molds all the way to the top with that pigment, by the way. I left a few millimeters so I can add a top coat after this part is done. And the Arabic calligraphy is added, the stickers. And here they are. I'm just adding a little bit more clear resin here, again not all the way to the top. And I'm going to make sure that gold leaf stays where it is and is completely covered up, just to protect it. Okay, my friends, it's time for the reveal, and you can already see what these look like. These beautiful bookmarks with a gorgeous mica pigment in them, and the gold leaf. I am going to put lettering, gold lettering across here. And I probably need a deburring tool just to make sure the edges are all tidied up. Let's pop that down. So that's come out really, it's quite pretty, isn't it? Let's look at the back. Again, that's really super pretty. I think what we'll do is I'll put the inscriptions of the names in the gold lettering across here and then give it another little top coat with UV resin. I'm happy with that. It's beautiful. I love the two colours together. My daughters like pink and purple together, or violet together as well. And there's the next one. Very pretty. And then and this is a nice little set, isn't it, for a family? So I'll probably pop some tassels on it in a moment to show you what it looks like. And I love these, I love these little things here which allow you to put the tassels through without having to drill on it. So there's another one. How gorgeous is that? I love how the gold leaf is spread out on this one. And again, I can't see many bubbles, which is good, but they just do need tidying up. Now, I just want to quickly show you some of these. These are decals or nail art transfer stickers, and I can use these on here as well. So you can imagine putting these beautiful flowers in on the purple side, or maybe even some butterflies. These are quite pretty with the purple and the pink and the black, and I can imagine them going on there as well. That's quite easy to do as well, using water just to transfer it over and then top coating afterwards. So there's loads of different options. These tiny little miniature ones are really nice. There's loads of different ones inside this packet that I could use. A lot of variety, and these lovely flowers. Look at those. I like those. They're quite pretty. They go nice on the pink part of it. And I think there's loads of doubles in here. Yeah, lots of them. So we could put almost anything up. How pretty are those? I could have a bunch of butterflies flying up, you know, getting smaller. So there's that option as well. There's loads of cool options to do things with these. My bad, these are water decals actually, so it's pretty easy how to kind of get it done. You remove the clear film, cut down the favourite pattern, put the stickers in the water for 20 seconds, and then you move the pattern to your surface. This is that way of doing it. So yeah, these are from Blue Cat UK, the Blue Cat UK. So I'm just going to use my deburring tool to deburr the sides. You can see it just levels it out a bit, so there's no funny bits like this. So I'll just do that off camera. I've got some beautiful bookmarks ready to finish off. So I've got lots of ideas for these. two things I'm going to do to these before I top coat them again. So let's have a quick look at them again. So we've got these gorgeous gold leaf, and you can see how beautiful it looks. Okay, with the gold tassels. So there's those. And we've also got, well, let's pick them all up together and show you, shall we? So how stunning are these? Here's all of them. I really like them. So I've gone around the edges with a deburring tool, and I'm going to start finishing them off now. So I am going to add some beautiful Arabic calligraphy to these. Okay, this is Islamic calligraphy, some beautiful Islamic text, and I've also got these little stickers. I might actually, for example, some of these may fit and some of them may not, so that would go on here sideways. I'm going to stick these down. Okay, how lovely are these stickers? They're gorgeous. Okay, so we've got those, so I could use them or I could leave them, and I've got something else here I want to show you. I purchased this a while back, I've never used it, and these stickers are stunning as well. So you've got this, and they're gold, you can see the reflection, and we've got more. This is black ink, so you can see these, and these are actually stickers, so I'd have to top coat them again, whereas the others are vinyl stickers. So the ones I just showed you, beautiful heart, got some more similar, and then in silver as well, so we've had gold, silver, and in black ink as well. So there's these, and I think my daughters will absolutely love these, and this is probably a little too big, so I can apply this on a dish or some other kind of product. So we've got all of these. I think I'm going to stick with these ones for now, and maybe make a couple of these, and maybe actually do some of the black ones if it's small enough, this one as well. So those are the two I've selected. So it's a simple case of just peeling these off like this, okay, and applying them very gently over the top of these. Okay, so I just want to make sure I don't catch anything, so let me try and do that. I can't probably balance it like this, so I might have to move these out the way and try and see what I'm doing. Now rub that down. I'm just going to scrub that down, make sure it's really sealed on, and then I'm going to just top coat it with some resin. How beautiful is that? I love it. I think it's beautiful. Just trying to capture it in the light there. Stunning. It looks beautiful, right? And it probably would have stood out more if I placed it here, so I could do that on some of the others. So let's look at this one. I'm just going to add it again. Let's pick this one. Quite hard to get the corners up. There we go. And we're going to add this one here in the purple, I think. I'll probably rub that down a bit more. So that's how that looks. How beautiful is that? And I'm going to then take an ink pen. Well, before I do that, I'll put these down here. Looks really nice on that side, doesn't it? And we've got two more then to do. It looks really nice. I'm going to actually take this off and put it on this side. So I change the stick and I put it on this side. I actually like it on the purple more. I think it's more visible on the purple. So that's what it looks like on the purple. Beautiful. And then I'm going to do some black on them. So I've got my sticker here. I'm popping it down. So that's what that looks like. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Can't even tell it's a sticker on it. It's so lovely. Look at the buttons on the background, on the back. Oh, there we go. So for the final one, I'm going to put this one down. It's slightly different, so let's peel it off. So peel it off this way. Oops, better hold on to it. There we go. So we've got that there, and we turn it around. And I love these ones, they're absolutely gorgeous. And we're going to try and pop it down on this little bookmark. Here, I'm going to take it right to the edge. There we go. And you can see how this looks. Beautiful. So So I'm just going to rub that down a fair bit. And once that's done, we're going to start peeling it away. Voila! Look at that, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it, it's stunning. How beautiful, I think that's my favourite one. So there's all of the pieces, and I'm absolutely in love with these. Vinyls and stickers, they're all gorgeous. And I just want to show you how beautiful it really is. Look at that, hang on a minute, let's see that tassel as well. Final step is to get my Liquitex iridescent antique gold. And I'm going to colour in the sides. There we go. So there we go. And I'll just top coat that, and that will be the final thing. Absolutely stunning. So my dear friends, here are the finished bookmarks. I really love them. They're stunning. I mean, that gold lettering stands out so well on that purple background, the lavender background I should say. And if you look at each of them, they're slightly different. We've got the black ink here, the black sticker, and the sayings are beautiful as well. The Arabic Islamic sayings from the Quran, which is spoken Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Beautiful words that millions of Muslims around the world say daily to stay God conscious and patient. Look at the colours of the mica. The two colours go really well together, and a gold tassel with the gold lettering. I think it pulled together really well. I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. Do you like them? What do you think of them? I've had quite a few people ask for customised bookmarks with their names on, so I'm going to look into making some stickers as well. So do stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next creative project. On the Creative Art Collective this week we have a wonderful guest artist filling in for Sheldon, and that's Casey from CWV Artistry. She will be up after the lovely Let's Pour with Patty, who is up next. See you over at Patty's.